Hello, everyone, and welcome to MicroMasters, MIT MicroMasters program at Statistics and Data Science and Pathway Schools webinar series number 3. And I'm Susana Kevorkova. I'm a project manager for this program. I work alongside course faculty, assistant director of education, and other members of the team to help support the development and run of the MIT X MicroMasters program in Statistics and Data Science. Thanks for joining today. Before we get started, I wanted to cover some items such as Q&A. So on the bottom of your screen, you will see a Q&A button where you can submit any questions related to the program and the pathway schools. You can just type your question directly into the Q&A box, and basically we will get to them as soon as we can. There is also a question mark widget at the bottom of your screen, and that will trigger immediate assistance in case you need it and in case you're experiencing any technical difficulties. If you have any unanswered questions today, feel free to follow up with us at micromasters-support@mit.edu. And this email is also available at the bottom of your screen. So just briefly, I will introduce the program to you one more time. And I think many of you are already familiar with it. This program is a professional and academic credential for online learners from all over the world. And you would have to pass a set of 4 online MIT level of rigor courses and 1 virtually proctored exam, and then you can earn the MicroMasters credential from MIT X. So just at a glance, you cover the following. These are the IDSS MIT courses developed by MIT IDSS faculty, and there are 4 courses and a capstone exam. Each course is equivalent in length to 1 MIT semester, which is between 14 and 16 weeks long. And in terms of weekly time commitment, that is also similar to what we expect from on-campus students, and that is 10 to 14 hours per week. Courses are priced at $300 per course for verified learners and $1,350 for the whole program. So here's a list of all the 4 courses, and these are the 4 pillar stones of data science. We have probability, data analysis, fundamentals of statistics, and machine learning. I'd like to take a moment and review the capstone exam since it's coming up in the fall. And basically, it's a comprehensive exam that tests the knowledge of what you have learned in all of the courses. We refer to it as 1 capstone exam. However, it does consist of 4 2-hour virtually proctored exams. Each exam focuses on what you've learned in each of the courses, and there are questions that will test your knowledge across all of the courses in the program as well. So how does the MicroMasters program work? And we just briefly want to cover it. Your path to the degree, and first of all, you need to complete and pass a set of 4 online courses and earn the certificate in it. You would then pass 1 proctored exam and earn a certificate in that. Finally, having done all of that, you would gain your MicroMasters credential. Then you can use your knowledge and skills in your studies and your career in the field of data science. Also, if you're interested in pursuing further graduate degree, there are many pathway programs that would take the MicroMasters credential that you have earned and embed it into their program. And here today, we have a list of pathway schools that we refer to, and we want to highlight the specific ones. At the bottom row, you have Sasin School of Management of Chulalongkorn University, and in the first row, top row, in the top row on the right, you have Holy Spirit of Kaslik. And today we are fortunate to have representatives from both of these schools who will tell you about pathway programs in their schools. We want to take this opportunity to give you a deep introduction to the master's programs offered by these two schools. And at this point, I will introduce you to the representatives. So we have from Sasin School of Management, we have Dean Outerson, who is Head of Marketing and Communications. And we have Siratas Keshagupta, who is the Head of Admissions. And from Holy Spirit University of Kaslik, we have Nathalie Bouldoukian, who is the Director of Quality Assurance and Institutional Effectiveness Office. And at this point, I will pass the floor on to Dean Outerson.
Okay, thank you, Susana, and welcome everyone. Welcome to Bangkok. My name is Dean Outerson. I'm not the dean. That dean is my name. Yes. And this is Siratas, who is our head of admissions and head of student affairs. Just to, as Susana said, we are the Sasin School of Management. We are part of Chulalongkorn University. And I'll give you a quick overview of Sasin, and we'll talk about our programs and the great place where we're located. And of course, anytime if you have any questions, please type in your questions and we'll certainly try to answer them. So Sasin is over 36 years old now, almost 37 years. And we were founded as a collaboration between Chulalongkorn University and Kellogg School of Management and the Wharton School. And so this was an idea back in the early 1980s to develop an English language program that relied on visiting professors. And it's a model that has been replicated around the world with many different schools. And visiting professors are very common now. Back then, it was a new concept, a very innovative concept. From that first decade, we moved into starting to diversify, whereas our professors all came from Kellogg and Wharton at the beginning. We started to bring in visiting professors from other schools and diversifying our programs and starting some new initiatives in that second decade. We achieved and earned accreditation in 2010. We were the first school in Thailand to get AACSB and EQUIS accreditation, and we're still one of the few schools in Asia, Southeast Asia, that have both accreditations. We've been focusing our program on transformative action learning, and we have quite a few collaborations with schools such as MIT. We have a consulting lab, that action learning lab that we do with them, as well as Fudan University in Shanghai, China. So transformative action learning labs is a key focus of all our programs, and Siratas will tell us more about that in a little while. We are now focusing on, very much in addition to action learning, on sustainability through entrepreneurial mindset. And we'll tell you a little bit more about that, but our world is changing so rapidly now, and that if we don't embed sustainability in everything that we do in all of our businesses, then our world is going to be in serious trouble. So that's a little bit of history of Sasin. As I said, we were the first English language school in Thailand, English language MBA program, the first to have visiting professor model as an innovation. We recently were in the Times Higher Education top 50 for full-time 2-year MBA programs. We're in that ranking the end of last year. We had the first post-grad global startup competition in Asia, which happens every year. And there's various other things where we were the first here in Thailand to do that. And we have a very extensive alumni network, which I'll also mention in a little while. Great location.
Great location, have to say. The students always tell us we have a great location.
Right. It is, we're right in the heart of Bangkok. Most visited city in the world. It's the gateway to Southeast Asia. Best country in the world for starting a business. We have a absolutely growing and expanding startup ecosystem that is really doing very well. Very big city, urban campus, but on a very quiet part of the Chulalongkorn University campus, a bit like a park. Beautiful trees all around, and it's very conveniently located, but it's also not loud. It's a very nice area, nice campus.
It's smack in the middle of where the shopping district is, and I mean, it's so easy to get to. The public transportation is here, the sky trains are here, so it shows that it's smack in the middle.
Right.
Exactly.
I've lived here for 14 years and absolutely love living here in Bangkok. So it's a great location for sure. So I'm going to turn things over to our head of admissions.
So it's my turn now. Yeah. So definitely programs. So definitely we have the flexible MBA program, which is split into, you can choose between a full-time or part-time. And the difference is really from full-time, it's 15 months. Since you take 2 courses for like about a 4-week module, while for the part-time, it's usually taking 1 course per module. So that takes longer. So that's about 30 months. And we also have the dual MBA and engineering program. That's for people with an engineering background, a physical science background, which could then have an MBA degree as well as a Master of Engineering from the main university, Chulalongkorn University. So, and then we also have the Executive MBA program, which is then for someone who has at least like 7 years of work experience. It's a 18 months program, and it's a Friday evenings and all day Saturdays coursework. So that's about it for that. Then, of course, anyone wanting the PhD, we do have a PhD program and concentrations in marketing and finance.
We also do executive education, so we have a lot of certificate programs like that. As Siratas said, the courses are taught in 4-week modules, so that means that we're not on a semester system where we teach every 4 weeks, and our students normally take 2 courses every 4 weeks. So it's very manageable for people who are working and studying at the same time.
And so another thing that everyone's always asking me in my office admissions is requirements. What do you need? For the MBA program, I mean the flexible MBA, which means a part-time and full-time, is definitely you need to have at least 1 year of work experience. We do need that you have a bachelor's degree, and that we do need either the GMAT or the GRE score, as well as a TOEFL or IELTS score, and also 1 reference or recommendation. And as for the executive EMBA program, you need a minimum of 7 years of work experience. And if you do already have a master, then it's only 5 years. And if you happen to have PhD, then it's only 4 years. And of course, again, you need to have a bachelor's degree, and you would also need to have a TOEFL or IELTS score, and also, again, 1 recommendation there.
So this is just a sample schedule. Our one other difference between our program and a lot of programs around the world is that we start at the end of April, and instead of in August or September.
We start earlier.
So we start earlier. This is an old academic calendar that we maintain, and one of the reasons for that is that we want to bring in our visiting professors, and the best time to do that is when they're on summer break at their home university. So 60% of our courses are taught by visiting professors, and the other 40% are taught by our full-time local faculty here. So this is just a sample of what you would take for your 66 credits for the MBA program. Starting off with the core courses, as you can see, from the end of April until about mid-May. Doing orientation, we have CEO dinners, various refresher courses, and then you would, once you finish the core courses, then you would normally get into the elective courses.
Yes. And then you can also then choose your concentrations. I believe we have about 4 concentrations. We have marketing, finance, entrepreneurship, and family business, and as well as management and strategy.
Yeah.
So depending on the student, you can pick and choose and get around 2 concentrations, I think, if you want.
And actually, starting next year, we'll also have a data analytics concentration
that is a
as
new
well.
one that's coming up.
Yeah. We mentioned action learning earlier, and one of the requirements of the program is that all MBA students have to take at least 1 action learning lab, which is 6 credits.
Yes.
And there are a number of choices. Global Management Consulting Lab, which offers students an opportunity to work on a global team. So the Sasin MIT Consulting Lab, students from MIT and Sasin would work together on a project for a real company and a real project. The same goes for the Sasin Fudan Consulting Lab. Sasin students and Fudan students would work together.
Yes.
Sustainability is a huge part of our program, part of our core curriculum, and we have a sustainability center, so that's one of our action learning labs. We also have a global initiatives and management lab,
Yes.
Which is students doing field research on a country or an industry,
Yes.
and they usually travel to that country to do their field research. And then we have new ventures, startups. Entrepreneurship is
Yes.
also a big part of our program here. And there is a consulting lab for new ventures and also the formulation lab. So if you want to do your own startup,
Yes.
there's lots of support.
Definitely.
We have incubators and accelerators that are working, and we're developing more action learning labs
as we go, right?
As we go, exactly. So this is just a sample schedule. I'm seeing some questions starting to come in. These are some of our MBA electives, and we're working on these. Vary a little bit from year to year, but we have a wide range of electives that you can choose from.
Yes.
The MIT MicroMasters program, those 4 courses that Susana mentioned earlier, you can get up to 6 credits off of the 66 credits that you need to graduate if you complete the MIT MicroMasters program. So this is just a sample of the EMBA schedule, and again, it starts at the end of April and goes for the EMBA. It goes for 18 months instead of the 15 months for the MBA, and the EMBAs go to one of our partner schools for a 2-week module.
Yes, so it's international residential somewhere, so that they can take classes there as well and experience just a different environment. So that's the highlight.
Yeah,
as well.
And we also have some optional international modules for the executive MBAs in Shanghai, in London, and in Moscow.
Yeah,
so that's,
and issue dependence as well.
Yeah.
So they can join that as well for international exposure.
as I mentioned, our courses, 60% of our courses are taught by visiting faculty from schools like Kellogg, University of California, Berkeley, from schools in Europe, from schools in Asia. We have a wide range of faculty members, many of them who have been coming here for many years.
Yes.
So you get a lot.
I think it's a good mix, a good exposure, international and local as well.
Yeah, very good. I agree. Lots of international opportunities?
Yes, definitely. For the flexible MBAs, you can go for exchange. There's about 30 exchange partner schools that we have, and also we have dual degrees as well. For example, we're coming up with one in Germany and everything, also one in Chulalongkorn in Canada. Is you have an MBA in 2 places from Sasin as well as the partner schools. And for the exchange, definitely very simple. It's in many different countries, as you can see here. And it's all over in Asia, in Europe, and in the US as well. So students go there for about 3 months, go there for a semester or quarter, come back, transfer their grades, and get that international exposure.
Right. We're running out of time here, actually. I've got a couple more slides, but we have a great alumni network, many of whom are at these multinationals. And of course, we have many alumni who have started up their own companies and also are involved in family business, which is a very, very, very big thing. Oops, I've gone too quickly here. Sorry about that. So our tuition for the flexible MBA, for the 15-month flexible MBA, is 1.573 Thai baht, which is about well, it was about 47,000 US dollars. It's gone up a little bit recently with the increase in the strength of the Thai baht, and the 30-month program is just a little bit more, and the executive MBA is 2.1 million baht there. You can read more about that on the website, and we do have scholarships and internships available for flexible MBA participants. How to apply? Just go to apply.sasin.edu. We now have rolling admissions, so if you apply and we'll
take care of you. And the main thing is we just have to run into deadlines, which is November 22nd or January 24th. Again, it's all rolling, so just send in the online application, send in documents, and you of course need to be interviewed. But if you're from abroad, we can always have a Skype interview. That is a possibility as well. And yeah, then we go on with that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So rolling admissions, the earlier you apply, the better.
Yeah.
And that's it. This is a great place to be, as I mentioned. Bangkok, Southeast Asia, a lot happening here. Huge economy, lots of opportunities and lots of potential here. So it's a great place to be. If you have any questions, you can contact us. You can contact me at dean.outerson@sasin.edu or Siratas at admissions@sasin.edu. I think we are out of time. Just to see if there are any quick questions. I think we've answered about...
So the tuition cost, again, is on the website as well. All the details are there. Or you can always email us if you have any questions about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Student life resources. Kungao is also in charge of... Siratas is also in charge of student affairs.
Yeah.
And you can read about that on our website.
Facebook, and everything like that.
As I said, it's a great city to be in, and you should. We hope that you'll contact us for more information. And if you have any questions, just email us or send us a question here through the MicroMasters program, and we'll be happy to answer it. So. Thank you for joining us, and we're going to turn things over from Bangkok. We're going all the way to Lebanon, and we're going to turn things over to Nathalie Bouldoukian from the Holy Spirit University of Kaslik. Thank you.
Thank you.
Susana, you're on.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties, and I think we can't hear Nathalie. Give us a moment, please, and we should have her back online momentarily.
Yes. Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
So let me start all over again. So first, I would like to thank my colleagues from the Sasin School of Management in Bangkok for their presentation. And thank you, Susana, for the introduction. So today I am happy to present to you USAC, the Holy Spirit University of Kaslik in Lebanon, as a pathway institution for MITx MicroMasters holders. So first of all, I would like to give you a global view of the university. We are located in the heart of Jounieh in Lebanon, 10 minutes far from the capital Beirut. So you can see in the picture here, in the first picture, that the beautiful mountains of the Mount Lebanon and the sea meet in our campus in Kaslik at USAC. And for the other pictures, you can see that we have the between the old and modern architectural buildings from across different eras, mixing together in full harmony the campus buildings. We have also 3 regional university centers all over Lebanon, in the north, Bekaa Valley, and South Lebanon. But our pathway programs, the master programs, will be only offered in the main campus. USAC is a private Catholic institution of higher education that was founded in 1939 by the Lebanese Maronite Order. Its mission statement states that USAC seeks to contribute to the development of all its students through quality educational programs. We provide a high-quality American-style education, and I would like to focus on this point because our studies are adopting the American credit system since 1997, which is very flexible for all the students who work and study. And most of our students in the master programs work and study in the same time. As for the positioning of our university in Lebanon, the Arab and MENA region, and the world, we are among the top 650 universities in the world according to the QS rankings 2020. And according to the QS Arab region rankings last year, we were ranked among the top 5 universities in Lebanon. And also we are the first most sustainable university in Lebanon. And this is due to the big number of green initiatives that we have in the university. I hope the MicroMasters holders who would like to continue their studies at USAC can lead these initiatives and learn more about these green initiatives. And I would like to mention here that this is according to the UI Green Metric rankings 2019. As for the accreditations, our university is rooted in a strategy of excellence. We have the institutional programs and student services accreditation. So at the institutional level, our university is accredited by the European agency Evalog, based on the European standards and guidelines, and we are currently working on the US regional accreditation. As for the programs accreditation, all our engineering and computing programs are accredited by ABET, and we have few programs in science also accredited. And we also give importance for the social sciences and humanities programs, and these programs are also accredited. Finally, the student services have a unique kind of accreditation because we want to make sure that all the officers that serve the students are also in the process of continuous improvement. And now for the academics, we have around 164 programs across 7 schools. So the schools that are concerned with the pathway programs are the USAC Business School, the School of Engineering, and the Faculty of Arts and Science. As for the number of programs, you can see that we have more master programs than undergraduate programs, 66 vs 54. We offer also doctorate programs, and 2 years ago we launched our minors and freshman programs. So here are a quick snapshot about the disciplines that we offer, while mentioning that 60% of our programs are liberal arts and 40% professional. Here I would like to talk about the pioneering role of USAC in teaching and learning excellence, not only at the institutional level, but also at the national level. We have led for the last 4 years a European project that was aiming to develop the professional standards framework in teaching and learning, and it was validated by the Ministry of Education and adopted now in all the universities. As for the student life, we are a student-oriented institution. We have around 7,500 students in all the levels, undergraduate, graduate, and doctorate. We offer financial aid around 15 million US dollars per year, and which counts around 24% of the total revenue, and around 30% of our students benefit from these financial aids. So a student who will have the choice to come to ISAC will live a dynamic student life that is managed and animated by the Student Affairs Office. We give a particular importance to the enhancement of student employability through our programs that are always evaluated with the industry advisors. And also we offer a diverse and inclusive environment, which is one of the ISAC pillars of excellence and sources of strength. And last but not least, we have the Asher Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship that is creating a great culture of entrepreneurship in the university. Here are some of our resources. For example, for the library, it's one of the most prestigious and richest libraries in the region. It holds one of the oldest books in the region. And besides its educational mission, it is also a center for preserving Oriental heritage. And you can see all the other research centers that are mission-driven centers supporting ISAC to fulfill its mission in Lebanon and the region. And here we have about our connections to all over the world. We are a university that is open to the world, and very proudly we recently collaborated with MIT for to become a pathway institution for the MIT MicroMasters program credential holders. And this is a blog story from MIT website in March 2019. So to give you now more details about our programs, our pathway programs, we have 5 pathway programs for the MIT MicroMasters holders in statistics and data science. So these programs are the Master in Computer Engineering, Computer Science, Mathematics, Actuarial and Financial Mathematics, Audit, Finance, and MBA, Master in Business Administration, Emphasis Audit, Finance, and Marketing. So these programs are mission-driven programs. For example, for the computer engineering, the program aims to prepare students for advanced study and research in computer engineering. All this information are available on our website, but I would like to give you more information about what are the courses that will be granted to the students who would like to enroll in these programs. For example, for the MS in Computer Engineering offered by the School of Engineering in ISAC, this program consists of 30 credits, Common Core 12 credits, electives 12 credits, and capstone, which is the final thesis, it's 6 credits. And this capstone course is divided into 2 courses. 1 credit is for the thesis 1 and 5 credits for the thesis 2. So what will happen for the MITx MicroMasters holders in statistics and data science? They will be automatically granted 14 credits out of the 30 credits. And these courses are highlighted in red on these slides. So the student who would like to travel all the way to Lebanon and live the great experience in ISAC campus, they will need only to be here for 2 semesters, fall and spring. Let's say they can take the 16 remaining credits during these 2 semesters, and they can take the thesis 1 during the first semester along with all the other courses, remaining courses. For example, here they have to take the advanced database systems with its lab from the Common Core and the distributed systems. From the electives, they need only to take 1 credit because 1 course of 3 credits, because the other 9 credits are already granted. And they can also enroll in the thesis 1. The thesis 1 is the proposal for a project, for a solution that the student want to create or develop. And in thesis 1, they just need to talk to their supervisor and decide on the topic that they want to develop. And during the second semester, they can work on their thesis, the solution implementation. And here we can provide them with the support to maybe work in a leading engineering firm in Lebanon, to be able to correlate their internship and the thesis to make sure that their work is aligned with the market needs. So this is for the computer engineering. Same for the computer science. This program aims to graduate students that excel in the fields of computing, networking, database design, creation, and management. And this program consists of 36 credits. And MicroMasters holders, credential holders will be granted 9 out of 36 credits, so 25%. And also the courses that are granted are highlighted in red. So 27 credits will be remaining for the students who would like to enroll in this program. These 27 credits could be taken during 2 to 3 semesters, or also students can choose to take the summer session. That is also practical because they can travel to Lebanon in September, because our academic calendar is very close to the American academic calendar. We start in September until December, before the Christmas vacation. This is the fall semester. And then we have the spring semester that starts end of January until May. And we have a summer session that is extends from June to July. So for the students who would like to enroll in this program and take the 27 credits, they can do it during fall, spring, and summer, and stay in Lebanon for 1 year. So these courses, the courses that are not highlighted in red, should be taken. And here also we have a capstone course that is the master thesis. And as I said, for the computer engineering, we are ready to support the students to do their internship or work with leading computing firms in Lebanon, and link their thesis to the job that they will do during the internship. As for the mathematics, this program aims to educate students with the foundations of advanced mathematics. They can become a school teacher, or work in the private sector, or continue their PhD studies. So also these students will be granted 9 out of the total 36 credits. It's very similar to the computer science programs. And here also we have a capstone course for the master thesis. For the master's degree in actuarial and financial mathematics, the job of actuary is known now as one of the most desirable jobs worldwide, because they have many opportunities, and they can work in insurance companies, health insurances. They can work in banks, financial institutions, and they have many other options. So holders of MITx MicroMasters Statistics and Data Science can be granted 9 out of total of 36 credits. So they will be granted the 25% of the total credits and enroll in the Master in Actuarial and Financial Mathematics. And also they have to complete the master thesis. So for all the programs that are around 27 credits to complete, they can do it during 2 full semesters, fall and spring, and take the summer session to complete their thesis. And if they want to stay for 1 more semester, of course, it's possible, and it's up to them. We are very flexible in terms of credits and the duration of studies. And finally, we have the program of master's program in business administration. This is a very exciting program that is offered by USAC Business School. USAC Business School is now officially candidate for AACSB accreditation. And this program in particular aims to provide our students with the advanced tools and skills needed to ethically and successfully manage businesses and reach higher positions in their careers. So our students, our graduates in MBA, the employability rate is almost exceeding 95%, and all the students find their jobs before being graduated or within 6 months after graduation. So this program, it has several emphases, but the common core is the same. The common core is 15 credits. And so all the courses that are highlighted in red are being granted for the holders of MIT MicroMasters. They will have to take 9 credits in the common core and the specialization courses, whether it is in audit, finance, and marketing. So it's different for all the for each emphasis. The student can make the choice, select the emphasis, and the specialization courses will be offered accordingly. Again, in this program, we have the capstone course, which is like the thesis. The student enrolled in MBA should do a work that is related to a firm. So here also he can be granted the opportunity to work in a firm in Lebanon, a business firm, and complete his work in alignment with the market needs. So here are all our programs of the Pathway Master programs offered by USAC. If you are a holder of MIT MicroMasters in Statistics and Data Science, and if you would like to travel all the way to Lebanon to have a great experience at USAC, you can just apply to one of our MicroMasters pathways at USAC through the website. We have a form where you can fill in this form, and it will be treated with care, and we will reply to you as soon as possible and give you all the information about the enrollment at USAC. And thank you.
You're on, Susana, maybe a reminder to answer.
Hi, Nathalie. I think you can take questions now.
There's some questions.
We still have time for some questions. And I think there are some questions in the Q&A box, if you want to check for those.
She's not here. Your mic is on.
Yeah, Nathalie.
Okay.
We're going to try to reestablish connection with Nathalie. We were hoping to go through some questions.
Natalie, can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Natalie?
We can't hear her. We still can't hear her.
Yes. Hello,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Natalie, would you proceed to answering some questions, please? We have some time.
Yes. I would like to answer about the tuition fees. So each credit, as is like in master level, is around $450. So for example, for the 16 credits in computer engineering, the student will pay around $7,000 US. And for the other programs, master in mathematics, computer science, and actuarial and financial mathematics, for the 27 remaining credits, the total will be $12,000 US only. And for the whole remaining credits of the MBA, 33 credits, it will be $15,000 US. And also, I forgot to say that we will be very supportive for the students who would like to find dorms, because we have a lot of collaboration with the dorms near the campus. And the student has to tell us in priority, and we will find them the dorm and the place where they can stay.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nathalie, and thank you to Dean and Siratas for very informative presentations today. We want to go to the last slide here, where we want to point out the link to all of the upcoming continuing pathway school webinar sessions, which we have lined up, and the next one is happening as soon as next week. Also, as a reminder, the recording of today's webinar will be available within the next 24 hours and will be shared. And once again, thank you all to all of the viewers for joining. And we wish all of the learners success with MITx MicroMasters program in Statistics and Data Science. And we will see some of you back on the edX forum.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.